Welcome back. This is my second video since my comeback, and what you're looking at is my studio in my home. Starting this fall 2022, my schedule got again crazy. My private studio got bigger, and the university has assigned more students, incoming freshmen, to my studio at UNT. So I guess I'll be making more videos in two different locations. One is the place you guys are all familiar with, and one is my office. And I'll do my best to keep the streaming going. Today, I'd like to talk about continuing my discussion about European school performance and students' approach versus Asian/North American. In comparison, for both sides of the piano students who coming from European background and Asian American background, I noticed one thing that I mentioned in my last video is that European students, they tend to seek the roots of every piece of every composer. For them, tradition is something that can overcome shadowing above the musicianship or the personality of one's performance. The tradition of the composer, the nationalistism, is something that they can't seem to disobey. And that, to me, is a two-bladed sword. It has its strength and also its limitation. So today, I want to address another aspect of this kind of traditional thinking. I taught another student briefly the first 4 pages of the Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto. The guy, I think he's from Serbia. When he played, and he sounded like this. He's a real athlete. Quick fingers, quick brain. He can play as fast as he wants and as loud as he wants. But to my dear audience on the other side of the screen, let me ask you a question. Does this sound like Russian? Or does this remind you of the broad history, the deep cultural development of the Russian tribe? Now, this is what I told him. Ask him to go seek what is the deepest Russian sound in his heart. Ask him to recall, to trace every great maestro Russian pianist, Rachmaninoff himself, Vladimir Horowitz, Sviatoslav Richard. What do they sound like when they're playing their own music? Then after 40 minutes, this is what we got. Complete different approach, touch, articulation towards the keyboard. He seemed more humble, going deeper, and his technique changed. Without me telling him you have to lower your wrist or putting more weight into the keyboard, he just changed. And that had reminded us of what? Sometimes to play something well requires more than virtuosity. It is your understanding, your comprehension towards one's culture that helps you to become a better performer. That's about for today. Thank you for being a follower in my channel. Please subscribe and leave share comments. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.